Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, but also a story time, and I'm going to be telling you guys a story that I've been wanting to put on my channel for a while now. I don't really know why I haven't gotten to it. It's kind of a pretty messy story and it goes back to my teenage years. So what I'm going to do is kind of just start doing my makeup, tell you guys what products I'm using, and in the meantime give you guys a story. So in case I miss a product name or a color, anything like that, it'll be down below in the description box, and I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. So I want to do my eyebrows, my eyes, and then my skin. And for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the usual products that I use, which is an angled brush, Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and then probably a Benefit brow pencil to like clean it all up. So I'm looking a little raggedy today. I just took a shower, nothing on my face, so I'm going to go. That I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is the story of when me and my friend got jumped. Not being dramatic, that's technically what happened. Not even so jumped, more set up slash jumped, and it was a really hot ass mess. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like start off with the basics, where I was at, why me and my friend even got ourselves into this messy, immature, unfortunate situation and all of that shenanigans. So to start off, me and my friend, whose name I'm not gonna say, she's my best friend to this day, so she knows who she is, but I'm gonna change her name to Candy. Yeah, I'm gonna change her name to Candy. So me and Candy are like 16 years old. We're best friends. We're going to the same school. We clearly, you know, have crushes on boys, talk to boys, like boys, all of the entire boy shenanigans. And there's this one boy in particular who Candy is talking to, you know, my friend's talking to. They kind of start like a relationship, if you'll say so, and they weren't official boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, but there was something going on. They liked each other. That was mutual. They would hang out, whatever. So this guy, I'm gonna name him Brian, although that's totally not his name. I'm gonna name him Brian. So Brian and Candy are cool, they're dating or whatever. Not officially, let me say that, not officially, but they're technically like an item. So they're an item, and this other girl that goes to our school, she's from like the same area. She's older than us. She's probably about like 2 years older than us. So we were like, let's say sophomores or freshmen, and she was like a senior, something like that. But I think she might have been behind a grade because she was in my PE class, which is a little bit weird. So she's a little bit around our age, older than us, but she's going to high school and we're going to high school. So we know this girl because her sister, and this girl is like going to be a very big person in this story. So I'm going to call this girl Maria. So Maria has a younger sister, and her sister's kind of irrelevant to the story, so I'm not going to give her a name. So Maria's, it's a little fight here. So Maria's younger sister is friends with Candy and me, kind of. She's kind of like, you know, a friend of me, someone that you've known for a long time, but you guys don't really talk anymore or get along anymore. There's an entire backstory to Maria's younger sister, which I'm not going to get into. So we're all going to the same high school, whatever, you know, there's not really drama between all of us. I'm actually friendly with Maria. I talk to her, she's in my PE class, you know, whatever, right? So one day during PE, me and Maria are walking the mile, because my ass would never run, just saying. We're walking the mile, and she's asking me questions about Candy and Brian. Like, oh, are they together? Like, do they like each other? And I'm like, you know, they're not officially together, but they hang out a lot. I think they like each other. I don't know, like, I think he likes her, she likes him. You know, it is what it is. And I didn't really think much of it. I thought she was just kind of... Brian and Candy, my best friend, they're not like, you know, trying to hide their like likingness towards each other. They've hung out publicly, so I didn't think it was a big deal, which it wasn't, because she would have found out another way that they were talking, because she was talking to Brian too. So that happens, and I go home. Sorry, I'm looking for my After that weird interaction that I had with Maria asking about Brian and my best friend Candy, I go back and I tell Brandy, hey, Maria asked me these questions about you guys just kind of to let you know. Like, I thought it was a little random, but, you know, whatever, she asked me. And my best friend Candy goes, oh, well, I think she likes him. And I think they also might be talking, so that's probably why she asked you. And I was like, okay, well, that's random. I wouldn't expect her to like him. Like, that's really weird. My friend was really mature for her age, so she wasn't too caught up in like, oh, is he talking to someone else? She was kind of like, well, I like you and I'm talking to you, and if you're playing me, well, then that's on you. Eventually I'll find out, type of thing. So she had an idea that, you know, he was talking to her, but she didn't really let that phase her. She kind of just continued talking to him. They like continued, you know, their little like, I like you, you like me type of friendship that they had going on. So one day she's like, oh, Brian like wants to meet up with me today after school in front of like, there's this place like by where Candy lives that's like a recreational center where we used to go hang out. And she's like, Brian wants to go hang out there after school. Can you go with me? Like, I'm kind of excited. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he had like a revelation, because they were still talking and he wants to, you know, make it official. Keep in mind, we're like 16 years old, okay? So she was really excited and we're like, okay. I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll go with you. You know, like, side note, Brian had a brother, and me and Brian's brother, we were kind of like friendly with each other. We used to flirt and stuff. It was nothing serious, but I was like, yeah, you know, I'll hang out with Brian's brother, who we'll call, what do we call him? We'll call him Michael. I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll go hang out with Michael and you could talk to Brian, like whatever, right? We're low-key plotting our mini activities. Well, it wasn't really taught-ish. I'm like, yeah, I'll go with you. So that day after school, I go over to her house. She's excited. We start getting ready. We start like, you know, doing our hair and makeup, and we're excited to go. So we're looking cute, okay? We're not expecting what happened to had happened. We were going thinking that we were gonna meet up with these guys and that things were gonna go good. Let me finish my brow real quick. So real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids to start my eyeshadow. And to do that, I'm gonna use Stay Don't Spray by Nyx Cosmetics, and I think this is their lighter color, light medium. We get to, you know, the recreation center, and we're like on the computers because they have like computers there with free Wi-Fi. We were all about that. And we're there and we're waiting for the guys to show up, and this is where things start to get a little weird, and this is where we start to notice that something is not right. So we see Michael, Brian's brother, and I'm like, look, Michael's here, but he's like in the distance and he's just staring at us, and he hasn't came up to us, and he's just looking at us, and like he left and then he came back, I think. Just very suspicious behavior. So we're like, okay, this is really weird. Literally like in a minute, Maria's friends show up, and we were like, okay, like that's very random. You know, I think you guys get where I'm going here with this. So we're like, wow, that's really random. Like, why are Maria's friends here? And even, you know, Candy looked at me and she's like, there's something going on. Like, why are her friends here? They don't really come here anymore. And what a coincidence that they're here at the same time that Michael and Brian are here. And I'm like, yeah, like that's weird, but we still don't fully comprehend. We didn't know. Back to makeup real quick. Gonna get started on my eyeshadow, and I'm gonna be using the Hudabeauty Rose Gold palette. And to start off on my eyelids, I'm going to get this neutral color right here, which is called Babe, and I'm going to sweep this all over my eyelid. I'm going to do this real quick because and now I'm going to get the color Flamingo in the palette, which is a hot pink. I'm going to get this color right here, Flamingo, and just start building that up. Out of nowhere, one of Maria's friends comes up to us and she tells us, Maria's waiting for you outside, or Maria wants to talk to you outside. And my friend like kind of does a double take, and she's like, kind of like, why? What? And at this point, we figured out what the fuck was going on. We figured out where this was headed, but we were still like not kind of believing it. Obviously, you know, we're over here. By the way, this was all in a span of like a week or two. So we're like, okay, is she really like upset because you're talking to him? Like, you know, you both were talking to him. She knew you guys were talking. Like, why is she so upset? Why does she want to talk to you outside? So obviously my friend goes, I'm not gonna like leave her alone to go talk to this person, to go talk to Maria by herself. So I'm following her and I go behind her, and there's like 4 of like Maria's friends and Maria, and they're like all like posted there trying to like be tough and shit. And you know, by the way, we're all like in fucking high school. So they start, Maria and my friend, out of nowhere start arguing and kind of going back at it. And by the way, Maria's way taller than my friend Candy was. She's probably like 5'7", and we're like 5. I'm 5 feet. My friend is like 5'3", so she's a good like 5 to like 6 inches probably taller than her. So she's like over here, and she's like yelling at Maria, and Candy are yelling at each other. And my friend is a little bit more like relaxed. She's kind of in shock that it got to this point where there's like confrontation level, and there's all these girls around. And by the way, I'm like over here looking cute as fuck. We're looking cute as fuck. We have like bows in our hair. Our hair's done. Like we're like, you know, we did not expect to get set up. We did not expect to get almost jumped. Okay, so they're arguing back and forth, and I'm kind of just like, oh my god, what do I do? Like, I'm just gonna stand here, like, you know, I don't know what the fuck to do. And out of nowhere they start fighting, and I mean like obviously like hair pulling and punching and just a mess. Very Bad Girls Club-y. It was really messy, and they start fighting, and I'm just kind of like taken back. I'm like over here, my friend's like over here, and I'm like taking the hell back that this is actually going on in front of me. I'm shocked. There's all these girls around, and I'm just kind of staring. And her little ghetto friends, oh, I shouldn't be saying that. Her little friends are like, oh, don't jump in. Like, you jump in, we all jump in. And in my head, I'm like, why the fuck would I jump in? Like, they're clearly fighting. My friend probably doesn't even want to fight. I sure as hell didn't want to fight. We were very puzzled, let's just say that. So my friend, I don't know if they were expecting, by the way, we were wearing like maxi skirts, so I don't know if Maria was expecting to take Candy like so easily and to technically like beat her ass or win the fight. I don't really know what Maria was expecting at that point, but I think she was expecting to like win the fight and kind of beat up my friend. But my friend Candy is surprisingly very, very strong. She's a strong little biatch. You would never expect it from her, but she has a lot of strength, and she would always open my sodas and like my Gatorades. Random, but she is strong. So she actually like is really good at defending herself, gets on top of Maria, and you know, starts defending herself. So out of nowhere this is going on, and I'm like in shock, just like, oh my god, what the fuck, like what the fuck, you know, in fucking shock. And out of nowhere, one of Maria's little friends comes up to me and like kind of starts going off on me, and I'm just kind of over here like, the fuck you mad at me for? I didn't do shit. Like, why are you coming at me? I'm just over here waiting for my friend to finish this fight so we could go the fuck home. And she punches me. Whenever I tell people that she punches me and that I was just like, this is literally what I did. So I get punched, right? I'm gonna punch myself. I get punched and I'm like, why did you punch me? I literally asked her, why did you punch me? Oh my god. And people are like, why didn't you do anything back? Why didn't you like fight her? Why didn't you punch her back? My mechanism, my first reaction was to just be like, why did you punch me? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's honestly, it's funny, but it's not funny. I'm almost proud of myself that I didn't do anything, because it goes to show that, I don't know, that I was just puzzled by the whole thing, that I was maybe a little bit above that to like fight her back. And it also shows that no shade to the girl that punched me. That sounds ridiculous, but it didn't hurt. It didn't do anything to me. It was literally like that. Like if I punched, it was literally like that. So I think I was just puzzled by the fact that she just kind of like punched me, but it didn't hurt me. It didn't do anything. So my first reaction was to be like, why did you punch me? So after that, and after I was just kind of like not fighting back with her, she just kind of, I don't know what she did. I don't know if she just like kept walking or she walked away. I don't even know. It was a really lame punch, no shade. And I was just kind of like, okay, what the fuck? So by that point, my friend and Maria are like done brawling on the ground, and I don't even know what happened. I think they were either trying to separate them or someone came, so those girls like ran. And the hilarious thing is that my friend Candy lives like literally, I'm not even joking, right in front of where this happened. Like her house, you could literally from the window see probably what was going on. And her mom was home, but her mom probably was like not looking outside the window, so she didn't see us. By the way, in my crease I added henna and sandalwood, these two colors right here. And now for my lid, I'm going to go ahead and get Trust Fund, which is this like coppery color right here, and add that to my lid. So we go home and we kind of figure out what happened. It appears that fuckboy Brian set my friend up. He literally set her up. I guess, I don't know. Guys could be stupid, okay? I'm sorry if that sounds mean to other guys out there. There's great guys. I obviously love guys. I dated a lot of guys, but they could be really stupid sometimes. I'm just being honest. And I don't know if he wanted to see two girls fighting for him. I'm assuming that also his 16-year-old ass was probably like feeling some type of way that this older girl was into him, and that he also had a girl that he liked two girls. I don't know why this dumbass wanted to see them both fight for him. After that, Maria, take in mind, we already knew Maria. I was actually kind of like cool with her, so I was really weirded out by this entire situation. She calls my friend and is like apologizing about what happened. She's like, I'm sorry that I did that. Like, kind of like, I don't know what was into me. And my friend was just kind of like not having it, but I don't think that she wanted conflict. So she was just kind of like, you know, it's fine. Like, it's totally cool that you tried to jump me. Don't worry. I'm not holding anything against you. That is the story of when me and my friend almost got jumped. And it's kind of scary that kids or teenagers do things like this, because who knows, like, had it gotten worse, you know, it would have been terrible for something to happen to either of the girls. So yeah, that was my crazy little story that I had for you guys, and I just can't even believe that like happened, you know. Right now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some glitter on top of the copper color. And I'll go ahead and tell you guys what glitter it is right now. It's like very pink. I'm gonna continue doing my makeup, but if you guys like story times, if you guys find them entertaining, because I love story times and I love watching like other people's story time, let me know down below in the comments. And I have a lot of stories of when I was a teenager, and even some stories of now as an adult, but I feel like most of my funky kind of crazy stories are of me as a teenager. Alright, so I'm going to go back right here on the edge of the outer corner or the edge of my eye, and I'm going to use a darker color. I'm going to use cocoa and black truffle very lightly, just because I don't want the black shadow to get too messy. So I'm going to concentrate more of the cocoa dark brown color. Alright guys, so that is the makeup look. I'm going to go ahead and now set it with Nyx Cosmetics Slay All Day. I'm almost out of the little mini one, so probably just add some contact lenses and accessorize my outfit a little bit, looking a little bit boring. Maybe do my hair or something, but that's basically the look, and that was the story time. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, that you guys had a little bit of fun and entertainment listening to it. If you guys want more videos like this, please let me know down below in the comments. If you like the video, please give me a big thumbs up. I would appreciate that so much. And that's basically all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.